The Changeling Season 1 was a pretty good fairy tale mystery with a lot of twists and turns, but one heck of an honestly frustrating cliffhanger ending. What's with Apollo, William, that giant eyeball? And no, it's not the Vegas sphere. Obviously, you clicked this video hoping for any sort of information on a Season 2, so no worries, we're going to talk about all of the rumors, theories we have for Season 2, and some book spoilers that may fill in what is missing. I'm JBuck, welcome to JBuck Studios. We're going to be getting into all of that, so thanks for stopping by and watching. So at the time of writing and editing and recording this, there are no official word on a Season 2. Heartbreaking, I know, only rumors here or there, with the showrunner of the series specifically mentioning Season 1 in a behind-the-scenes video.
And all of these things become very important in Season 1.
There it is!
Which feels a bit odd if a Season 2 or multiple seasons are not planned out. Now, with the way the finale ends, there's sort of three big things that are going to be covered in Season 2. Emma and her own adventures into the fairy tale wilderness, William because he is no doubt still alive and his nefarious motives, and whatever the heck that big-ass creature in the cave is, and third and final, Apollo, his discovery of baby Brian, and his own journey into the fairy tale wilderness to find Emma. Now, one theory I am definitely sticking to when it comes to Season 2 is that Apollo is an actual god. We've already talked about all of the signs of this in some of our previous breakdowns and whatnot, but the finale of this, there are a couple more pieces of evidence to back up this I am the god of Apollo theory. The little girl calls Apollo a superhero, with him recovering from what looked like a massive fall. But during this, he hears Emma's voice say, "You don't see, but you will." And I see this as two different things. One is that he'll find out about baby Brian, which happens at the end of this finale. But I also think Emma's hinting that he's going to discover even more about himself. He is more than a man, a superhero, the sun god Apollo. There's too many allusions and comparisons to Greek mythology for this not to happen, but let me know in the comments if I am reaching way too far for this theory. Okay, so that's everything I'm theorizing that will happen in a Season 2 based on what we have seen from the quick scenes at the end of Episode 8. I mean, they're massive cliffhangers and teasing up some potentially big things. But if we jump over into the world of the book, Season 1 roughly covers 78 of the 103 chapters in the book. So this no doubt means that they're going to be fleshing things out a little bit more and adding in things that were definitely not in the book. For example, episodes 6 and 7 of Season 1, these two episodes are completely original material. Nothing of it is mentioned in the book. And yeah, I'm not going to lie, they were some of the weaker episodes, so expect Season 2 to continue this trend. I want to throw up a spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't read the book, with some of this potentially spoiling what is to come in Season 2. So if you don't want to be spoiled, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and get out of here. Okay, everyone gone? Let's get into this. So one of the first things is Apollo learning that Emma was right about baby Brian. He goes to the cemetery, digs up Brian's grave, and learns that after touching his child, Brian turns into a knotted clump of hair, leaves, and bugs, essentially a changeling. Now this is teased at the end of Season 1, and with the help of Patrice, Apollo makes his way to Forest Hills, Queens, looking for Emma and any sort of clues to help lead to her. This leads to him not only seeing a glowing Emma emerge from the forest from afar, but some old man has been dropping off food and supplies for her. Now Apollo follows this man to gain more information, leading to an old home nestled in Forest Hills, aka Little Norway, and the man turns out to be Jørgen Knutsen, William's father. The Knutsen name was teased in Season 1 with all of the Norwegian lineage. So this Jørgen guy almost acts like he knew Apollo was on his way, informing him that Emma had been tormenting him for months. She wouldn't get out of his head, kind of subtly hinting that she's basically becoming Charles Xavier. And she uses telekinesis earlier to pick up the supplies in the forest. So yeah, her powers and things get weird. Anyway, Jørgen goes on this big long spiel about his ancestors arriving here in America years ago on an old wooden ship called Restoration. We know of this ship, though his great-great-great-grandfather knew the trip was going to be impossible, so made a deal with a mythological creature to ensure safe travels, a troll. He stowed that some beach on the boat, and the entire crew aboard made it to America without a single problem. However, there was a catch. Like any Apple user agreement, there's some fine print stating that he had to give the troll a child for it to raise by itself, but it was a terrible mother, or is a terrible mother, always having the child perish. Therefore, you can see how there's so many mothers missing children in season 1, because they constantly have to get a child for the troll. Jorgen, now William, are the ones that are, kidnapping and sacrificing children to this great monster. Now this leads Apollo to ending Jorgen's life, him meeting up with Emma and her newfound powers, leading back to Jorgen's house where they confront a wounded William, who gives more depth on the family's curse, claiming he thought sacrificing his own child, his own bloodline, would stop the troll's curse. However, that was not the case. Now, life handed him lemons, so why not make lemonade, as he charges people subscription fees to watch the troll and its feeding like some sort of sick pay-per-view event. Now, once this is revealed, Emma definitely is pissed off and just takes out William for kidnapping baby Brian. Apollo and her burn Jorgen's house down, but discover a mysterious tunnel in the basement leading to a cave. The very same cave and creature at the end of season 1, the troll. Honestly, this entire encounter is incredibly rushed as they discover baby Brian is still alive via the troll's motherly care. They snatch him up while Apollo attempts to trick the troll, but not before the troll literally swallows baby Brian. Apollo and Emma chase the giant creature down, cutting open its belly, resulting in the creature both perishing and baby Brian being saved. They live happily ever after. Well, the novel specifically mentions happily ever after is a false statement in of itself, but rather live happily that day. Emma finally reveals her third and final wish to Apollo, and I know everyone has been theorizing and waiting with bated breath for this reveal. Emma wished for a life full of adventure as they head home in the morning's light. So all of this will in some way or another be covered in the Changeling Season 2, while no doubt having more material added in. For example, I can see the entire backstory of Nils Knudsen, the restoration, and the deal with the troll being an episode or 2 with maybe a better, more satisfying ending, because the troll chase and baby rescue feels like it just comes out of nowhere. But that is everything we know for the Changeling Season 2. Again, the first season covered a large portion of the book, so I can see half of Season 2 covering what is left of the book, with the other half bringing in completely new material. And it wouldn't surprise me if the ending is reworked a little bit, because I thought it was a pretty, lackluster for such a build-up and feels rushed compared to how everything else is set up and plays out. But let me know what you thought of Season 1 if you read the novel, and what you hope to see in a Season 2 in the comments below. Apple TV brings the quality, so fingers crossed they give us more of this fairy tale world. Anyway, giveaway competitions have started up, as we'll be giving away 2 copies of Across the Spider-Verse on the 15th of October, and all you gotta do to get a chance of winning this is like this video, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on the Changeling. We pick the comments at random, and the winners of our last giveaway are on screen right now. So if that's you, please message me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at my respective handle. And if you haven't, please check out all of my other social media accounts for my Shorts and Clips YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Any and all support really helps out the channel, keeps me going, keeps producing these videos, so please and thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.